am a fucking architect.
Hi.
I'm just stop selling shit furniture because someone won't get off their fat fucking ass and help me.
On the ground.
Hello. Welcome to Payday 2's Diesel 3.0 engine upgrade. Now before we get into the update as a whole, let's talk about how to join the open beta first. First, you need to open your Steam library, find Payday 2, right click onto Payday 2, go onto properties, go to game versions and betas, press open beta, wait for it to update. Now you should be in it. Now, one clear thing is, I do believe that beardlib and SuperBOT do not work with this version, because I've tried to it might work with you, but it doesn't work for me. It's just a warning. Don't fuck up your files or anything, like I have. First up, the game is now 64-bit, and its renderer is now DirectX 11. If you don't know what that means, it's pretty much just a visual upgrade. And if you're wondering about performance, it doesn't really change that much from my experience. The footage you're seeing in the background, yeah, you might think that's a bit choppy, it's just because OBS sucks. New asset building systems with compressions are in place. That pretty much just means the game is now 22 gigabytes instead of the previous huge amount of 80 gigabytes, which was crazy. The Epic Online services have now been rewritten. I don't know what that means, because I don't use Epic like games, or whatever the fuck it's called. I use Steam. You should too. I don't even know how many people play on Epic, but if there is anyone who plays on Epic, I'm sorry that I don't recognize you as a human being. And speaking of Epic, the in-game voice chat has been implemented for Epic Games lobby codes. Not codes, sorry. Epic Games lobbies. Which, if you don't know what that means, it means when you're in the lobby before a heist, you can speak to your teammates in-game using voice chat. Which is weird that wasn't in there before. That's really weird. Okay. Also, another really good thing. Lobby codes are now 6 characters, thank God. Because typing out all that, because you can't really copy and paste them in, it was... especially when you're trying to play with friends. You no longer need to select modern CPU support when opening a game. Which I think is great, because most people usually do have a more modern PC. Performance is now much better with cores and CPUs that support SMT. I'm not a tech guy, so I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that has to do... I mean, obviously it's performance, but assuming it's to do with, like, NVIDIA or something. And fixed resolution setup on first-time boot, which I think is great. Now onto the VR. This isn't like one thing for VR. VR and non-VR versions of the game are now one executable file. There should be no interruption caused by this whatsoever. Now I don't know exactly what this means, but I'm pretty sure this means VR and the regular base game is now one file, and the game should run fine with this. I don't own EVR, so I don't know what that means. The game's language can now be selected. Oh, pacificide. I can't say that word. I'm stupid. English is a hard language. Can be selected. Let's just go for that. With the command line argument language English/German/French, etc. Instead of having to edit context.xml. This is very useful when trying to change the language in game. Because I guess you couldn't just do that like in the main menu. Weird. I never knew that. That's news to me. Tag Team perk deck ability can now be activated through enemies and has improved hit direction on teammates. I don't use Tag Team, nor do I even want to buy that DLC. But this makes it much easier to use the gimmick of this perk deck if you do use that perk deck and that DLC. Remove the startup video on the Legacy collection, which is very self-explanatory. I don't need to explain that. Fix cheater tag not applying correctly in certain scenarios. This is really good. I'm glad it's fixed actually, because I've seen many cheaters who are using hacks and whatnot not have the cheat tag. Although the anti-cheat in Payday 2 is pretty shitty, this is still a nice addition to have, and we are going the right direction with this. Yippee!
I gotta go. Stay in voice chat. Stay in voice chat. I have to make dinner. Stay in voice chat. I'm hungry.
I forgot to tell you that there's faster load times for SSDs. Yeah, I'm sorry. Input. Mouse input in menus is now based off of the actual position of your mouse. What this means pretty much is that when you're in a menu and your mouse in-game cursor should align. I believe. The in-game, the game will no longer eat your mouse cursor while alt-tabbing out of the game. I don't even know what this means. I'm assuming your mouse cursor just disappears. That's a good fix, I guess. I haven't played for a while. Fix the mouse wheel being able to scroll on other models while in game. If you own more than one monitor, then this will stop you from scrolling on the wrong screen. Great. Added native support for PlayStation 4 controllers. Oh my god. This is crazy. They're acknowledging consoles. Holy shit. Nah, they're never gonna do that. But hey, if you play on a controller on PC, I guess it's good. All text boxes now support modern text editing features like control arrows for navigation, control backspace for deletion, and more. Great for speaking in chat, and with the chaos of Payday 2, this will make it much easier to type in chat. I didn't even know these were features on a computer, but it's pretty cool. For interface, the lobby code UI is no longer appears above certain UI elements. It's pretty self-explanatory. Matchmaking distant filters have been updated to country/region/worldwide instead of the older close far worldwide options. This pretty much just makes it clearer to understand what it's saying instead of close far worldwide options. And if you don't understand what it means, now you should. Added 180 Hz frame rate limit option. Full more FPS. Weapons. Fixed reflections on kunai knife melee weapon. I believe this is a visual fix. I haven't used the kunai knife in ages. Increasing the damage on the China Puff 40mm grenade launcher from 960 to 1000. 40 more damage. Not bad. Yet again, China Puff is kinda good. Even after the nerf. Fix the Hailstorm Mark V set to volley mode not being able to pierce body armor. I didn't even know this was a bug. But still, if you like the Hailstorm, then great. Fixed a bug with the flare gun airdrops that caused them to land on bag-only collision. I never knew there was a flare gun. I'm assuming that's just a PUBG collab. But if you use a flare gun, it'd fix. Fixed crash when placing spy camera deployable just before the end of heist. That is a very specific and weird crash, but less crash is better, so. Heist. Added the job's name to the holdout contract box display, holdout heist name rather than just holdout. Which is just holdout, a lesser heist instead of just holdout. Which is cool. The safe house, fixed the briefing video being too loud, removed John Wick IP from the shooting range, the location is now available for all players. Yippee! The yacht heist, fixed being able to pick up the money bundle loot items multiple times. Isn't there a mod for that? Don't know why there's bugs there, but oh well. Go Bank. Fixed outdoor houses and doors and failing to remove collision when explode. That's cool. I forget that you can blow up doors in this game. Skins! For all you skin dudes out there. Because we all got skins underneath our, or above our meat. Fix sticker placement on UAR rifle long claw on the Raptor polymer body mod. What? Fix sticker placement on UAR rifle Peacekeeper blue on the Raptor polymer body mod. Increase texture resolution of the Apocalypse Locomotive 12 gauge shotgun. Yay. Known issues. Switching monitors in the video settings does not work. Please use Win Shift arrows for now. Missing textures on low texture settings. That's good. They're acknowledging that because I play on low texture settings. Bloom effects aren't visible. Some sounds are distorted. Occasional physics bugs and slowdowns may occur. These aren't fixed, but can't remember the punch kickback team. I can't remember the name of the the developers who are working on Payday 2. But these are all known issues that they are working on and trying to get fixed. So they know about these. Don't go and harass them about it, because we know that this fandom is toxic as fuck. I mean, every fandom is. I don't think there's a single nice fandom out there. Hey yo, it's Future Molly here. I forgot to add a section where I will talk about the gameplay itself and see if anything's changed in the engine. So that's what I'm doing now. I played Big Bank, Diamond Store, Stealth, Golden Gun Casino, both Big Bank and Golden Gun Casino allowed Diamond Store, Stealth. From what I've seen, because I do play on low textures, so everything's not as good as it is, but the textures, they do look higher quality, obviously. The game can feel a bit choppy at sometimes. That's probably just due to me playing on a laptop, but still. I believe that is due to the missing textures thing. I don't know. It seems to run fine sometimes, but then at other times it just seems to run poorly. Like random stutters, your character for some reason slowing down. I don't know if that's a PC problem, like my PC problem, or game problem. I don't know. Another thing, from what I've seen on online version of this, it says in the little top right corner when you go to CrimeNet Online, like, for example, 30,000 concurrent CrimeNet users. I believe those are across all versions of the game. And the, what do you call it? The people who are playing the newer version are a smaller minority. So I don't actually know an actual statistic for this because there isn't one, but I believe what's happening is that because I don't know how to explain it, man. I'm trying to like figure out how to explain it, but pretty much what's happening is that there's not a lot of players playing the open beta right now for you to play a online match. In the Big Bank heist, I did play with someone for like the last 4 minutes until I kicked them out to go play offline because I realized I was playing online. But it's just, I think until it gets a full release, the 3.0 engine, I mean, there won't be a lot of people playing online. Another thing, it might just be me, but like I said in the video, it doesn't seem like Super BLT or Beardlib is working with this version of the game, because as you can see in the video, the only mod I have working is the Ellen Joe interaction circle. I tried downloading a something that does require Super BLT and Beardlib. I downloaded Beardlib and Super BLT like how you normally do, and they didn't work, nor did the mod work. So what I'm assuming is that I'm assuming it's Super BOT and not Betalib. But what I'm assuming is happening is that they're waiting until the full release so then they can get all the files and make a new update or something. I don't know. If you can correct me or say, hey, you're an idiot in the comments or whatever, I'll be more than appreciative. Anyway, that's me. If you enjoyed the review, tell me to go fuck myself in the comics if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, tell me to go fuck myself in the comics. Comments. Leave a like if you hate me. Okay, this sounds like the put down a finger if you hate me. Put down a finger if you like me. Some shit like that. Anyway, bye bye. Penis. What?